Now, truthfully, some wins just mean more than others. Daytona and Indy because of the prestige, Darlington and Bristol because of the challenge. Denny Hamlin had never won at Bristol in his collection of 19 Cup wins, but that all changed Saturday night.
Championships are difficult to capture. Just ask driver Denny Hamlin, who learned the hard way in 2010. With a 33-point lead over Jimmy Johnson, crew chief Mike Ford guessed wrong on fuel strategy at Phoenix, allowing the 48 a chance to close the gap with only one race to go.
Denny now dropping back to 19th as a result of the pit stop. Here comes Carl Edwards. He's done it. Denny, frustrated because he needed that last stop, finishes in 12th.
You ended up 12th, but you still have a 15-point lead.
With only a 15-point advantage heading into the final race of the season, Hamlin would have to race mistake-free to hold off the four-time champ.
Trouble, and it involves Hamlin. The championship points leader goes around, and can he save it? Caution is out.
It was Hamlin's championship to lose, and with bad luck, that's just what happened. While Jimmy Johnson found himself holding a fifth title, Denny Hamlin was lost and looking for redemption. 2 seasons later, Hamlin is still searching for that redemption. But this time, the 11 team looks a little different. After winning a championship with Tony Stewart in 2011, crew chief Darian Grubb set out to prove that the 11 team was ready for another title run.
Denny Hamlin continues to pull away.
I don't know much, but I think we got us one.
Denny Hamlin has won.
How you like a trophy to take home? Man, it feels good to be competitive again. Thank you so much.
This guy's going to be hard to deal with. Yes, the combination of Darian Grubb and Denny Hamlin works well. Denny Hamlin, he'll come to the line and score the win.
Awesome job, bud. You are the man. So damn proud of you. Great job, guys.
4 months since his last win, Hamlin finds himself on the edge of a chase berth with the new-look Bristol in the sights.
We went through a stint where we were really strong at Bristol, and then it seemed like the last couple years we've kind of fallen behind a little bit. Now, our teammates have had success with Kyle, but I've never just had that good feel around the racetrack.
Practice is on. Denny fell victim to a loose wheel in the spring race, just never could recover from it. Hamlin just ran his fastest lap of the day.
It took about 5 laps of practice this weekend before I told Darian that it's got a good feeling. It had good speed. The car felt well, and it applied right to the race.
We unloaded fast. We had a big plan with a lot of changes we made for practice 1. Every one of those seemed to work out in our favor, just like our simulation, everything said it was going to. So those things all make just life better.
After finishing 8th in first practice, Hamlin would inch up to 6th in the final afternoon session. And after rain canceled qualifying, Denny would be awarded the 8th starting position for Saturday night's race. As the sun set on race day, Denny Hamlin was confident in his car from the early stages.
As soon as they dropped the green flag, I knew that we had a car that was capable of winning. It was just up to me to keep all the fenders on it and manage the race well.
We got a winning car. 10-4, bud, 10-4.
Thinking it was going to be a great race after 50 laps, and then thinking after 150, we were going to have a long night between the contact on pit road.
Wait. No fender damage. You hit you right in the wheels.
Then the contact on the wall in turns 3 and 4. It was just a lot of things that were stacked against us.
Although Hamlin was busy keeping the fenders on the car, it wouldn't stop the 11's surge to the front. And when things began to heat up, only the 99 of Carl Edwards was in Hamlin's way with 57 to go.
We're going green with 57 laps to go. 2-car battle. Hamlin practically pushing Carl Edwards. Edwards now crosses over. This is racing at Bristol.
Back in rhythm, drive away.
Hamlin is going to win for the first time in Thunder Valley.
Awesome job, dude. Awesome job.
This is a big win. All those wins that you have right before the chase just seems to give your team more confidence that you're building good enough race cars to win. Between the pit crew, the driver, and the crew chief, we've got what it takes to win a championship.
Win number 20, a huge one for Denny Hamlin. He'll join us momentarily here on the Hub.
Denny Hamlin has hit the reset button.
He's a man on a mission right now. Denny Hamlin delivers.
This guy's going to be hard to deal with.
Hamlin down to the bottom.
Here he comes. Denny Hamlin. He'll come to the line and score the win.
He doesn't think anybody can beat him on the racetrack.
Denny Hamlin wins the night race at Bristol.
Denny Hamlin joins us now from Joe Gibbs Racing. Denny, congratulations on your first Bristol win. Now, I suggested earlier, any win is great, but Denny, do some wins really mean more than others?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, there's no stage brighter than what the night race is at Bristol. So for myself, it was the biggest win of my career. Right there where winning at home in Richmond was for the first time. So I definitely think this means the most for us, especially right now. We've gone through a couple months of, you know, DNFs and things like that for various reasons. So this was kind of the kickstart, hopefully, to what will be a good championship run.
You know, Denny, to that point, I was looking at the numbers. In your last 10 races, you've had 5 finishes worse than 25th, but 4 finishes better than 6th. How do you eliminate inconsistency? And it seems like we were having the same conversation last year at this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's tough when you're not consistent, and really I try to pride myself on being consistent and being the guy that's going to be there every single week. But really, before we went through these rough patches of Pocono getting caught up in, you know, Jimmy and Matt's wreck, you know, just the blown engine at Watkins Glen, just all these different, you know, things that had happened, we were consistent, and we were just talking about it that, you know, if we don't have a blown engine or we don't have a car that's wrecked, we're going to be in contention to win every single week. We run top 5 pretty much every week, and I feel like that's going to be important. You're going to have the speed to win the championship, but like you said, consistency is what's going to pay over 10 races, and I think that we got to get that ironed out. But I think that a lot of the things that we need to iron out on that side, it's just the luck, and that eventually turns itself around.
You know, Denny, I was looking at the numbers from last year. So, including the chase from last year and the races in this season, Darian Grubb, your crew chief, has won, let's see, 5, 3, 8 of the last 34 races. We sort of take for granted that you and he are already on the same page, but how good is that relationship now as you look forward to the chase?
It honestly is still growing. There's still things that we talk about each week that we didn't talk about any point during the season. We're still trying to figure out what we need to work on to be better. Our communication is definitely getting better. You learn from your mistakes, such as New Hampshire, where we gave that race away, you know, by the miscommunication. So those are things that you've got to iron out, and you're going to have those stumbles along the way in a new relationship. And so I think that it's coming along with me and him. He's building, you know, great race cars and putting them on the racetrack. He's assembled awesome group of guys between our road team and our pit crew. We've got everything I feel like we need to win a championship. It's just a matter of making those last 10 races be your best.
Denny, I'm curious about these last 2 races prior to the chase, Atlanta and Richmond. Richmond's your home track. We know you're a beast there, but do you go all in to try to win those races, or do you work on some things that could help you in the chase? How do you approach those?
I think we'll probably approach practice in a test manner, trying different and new things. You know, depending on how I respond to those changes, whether we'll race those changes or not. But once we get into the race, it is all about wins for us. Darian's going to call the races like it's win or nothing. You know, we've won the last couple times, you know, leading into the chase at Richmond. So I think Atlanta was the one race for myself that I looked at before the season started. And I said, I want to really, this is the racetrack I want to win at. Because I feel like I've been one of the best cars there for the last 4 years in a row and haven't won for different reasons. So I think that we're excited to go at Atlanta just as much as we are Richmond, and there's no reason why we can't have 5 wins before the chase even starts.
Denny, thanks for your time. Congratulations on getting that first Bristol win. I know it's a big one.
Yep, thank you very much.
You're welcome.